June 21, 2025, 1740 hours. Over the mountains of Iran. A 30,000-pound bomb, forged from tank armor and filled with high explosives, plummets from 45,000 feet at 700 miles per hour straight into the heart of Iran's most fortified nuclear site. Its name, the GBU-57, nicknamed the Bunker Buster, and in exactly 43 seconds, it's going to rewrite the map of the Middle East, one underground facility at a time. This isn't just another airstrike. This is the most covert, precise, and technologically advanced operation the U.S. military has pulled off in over 2 decades. A synchronized assault, combining stealth bombers, fighter jets, submarines, cruise missiles, and satellites, all executing a mission that didn't exist on paper. How do you drop a bomb so powerful it creates an earthquake, without anyone seeing you coming? This is Operation Midnight Hammer, and you're about to see how the impossible was executed flawlessly. Back in America, as the Iranian military was attacking Israel's dome, at Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, the ground crew scrambles around one of only 19 operational B-2 Spirit bombers on the planet, each one $2.1 billion, literally worth more than its weight in gold. The pre-flight checklist is clinical. 14 GBU-57s, loaded onto rotary launchers, conformal fuel tanks topped with 180,000 pounds of JP-8, and APQ-181 radar set to stealth mode. At 0:01 Eastern, June 21st, the first B-2 rolls down Whiteman's 12,400-foot runway. Its 4 GE-F-118 engines produce a combined 69,200 pounds of thrust. They're whisper quiet compared to standard jets, but powerful enough to lift a flying wing carrying 336,500 pounds of aircraft and ordnance. The pilot climbs out shallow, minimizing heat signature. Even friendly satellites won't see much. But here's the trick. Not all the B-2s are headed east. 7 go toward Iran. Others fly west, toward the Pacific. Why? Deception. Russian and Chinese satellites track the westbound group, reporting movement toward Guam. Diplomatic noise. Intelligence chaos. Meanwhile, the real strike package ghosts east into the Atlantic. B-2s have 6,000 nautical miles of range, but the round trip to Iran, over 14,000. Even with conformal tanks, they're short. They need gas, in midair. At 4 o'clock, over the mid-Atlantic, the first aerial refueling begins. It's like threading a needle. In turbulence, at night, flying at 400 knots. The KC-135's boom extends. The B-2 holds 30 feet behind, 15 feet below, with zero lateral drift. Fuel flows at 1,000 pounds per minute. The boom operator is sweating bullets, even in stratospheric cold. 2 more refuelings later, 15.5 hours into the mission, they approach Iraqi airspace. And then, they're not alone. 4 F-22 Raptors appear like ghosts. Their APG-77 radars paint a 200-mile picture, while remaining nearly invisible. Disco 47, sweet picture. Clean, no factor. Translation: no enemy threats. Behind the Raptors, 8 F-35s, 8 F-18 Growlers, dozens of Super Hornets, and multiple KC-135 and RC-135 electronic warfare birds circling like sharks. The largest SEAD package since Operation Iraqi Freedom is now airborne. The F-35s fly pure air-to-air, 4 AMRAAMs each, acting as stealth sensors up front. The Super Hornets, they're the muscle, 60-plus AGM-88 harms on board, ready to knock out every radar in Iran. Twice. Growlers jam every frequency from VHF to UHF. Even Iranian cell towers go silent. At 1732, an S-300 battery near Natanz dares to light up. Its radar emits once. That's all it takes. An F-35 detects it. A Super Hornet receives the signal. A HARM missile is away. Mach 2.5. 15 seconds later, the radar becomes a crater. By 1735, 31 HARMs have been launched. Air defense is silenced. No enemy jets. No missiles fired. The Iranian defense network, blind, frozen, beaten before the bombers arrive. 2 hours earlier, at 1700 hours Eastern Standard Time, 1,200 miles from the B-2s, the guided missile submarine USS Georgia floats at periscope depth. She's no ordinary sub. Once an Ohio-class nuclear ballistic missile carrier, she's been refitted into a guided missile monster, an SSGN. No Tridents now. Instead, 154 Tomahawk cruise missiles. Each Block V missile, cost $2 million. Range 1,500 miles. Warhead 1,000 pounds. Accuracy within inches. At 16:05 Eastern Standard Time, the first missile launches. Gas shoots it from its canister like a cork from champagne. It breaks the surface, climbs, ignites. Within minutes, 30 Tomahawks are in the air. Low, fast, and silent. Following terrain, avoiding radar, and checking their guidance against stored satellite images. They've been flying for nearly 2 hours, timed perfectly to strike 30 minutes before the B-2s. 17:39 local time. The lead B-2 begins its attack run. GPS-aided targeting activated. Accuracy within 5 feet. The rotary launcher spins up. The first GBU-57 is in position. At 17:40, the bomb bay doors open. And then, it falls. 30,000 pounds of hardened steel. Tail fins deploy. GPS locks in. The pilot feels a slight lurch as the load releases. Fly-by-wire compensates. The weapons officer calls it. Bird away. Good separation. GPS lock confirmed. At 17:40 and 43 seconds, the MOP hits. 1.5 billion joules of kinetic energy detonate underground. A shockwave rips through 200 feet of concrete and granite. The fuse waits, then detonates 180 feet deep, creating a 30-foot wide void. Everything above turns to powder. But one MOP isn't enough. 12 strikes are calculated to overlap, turning the mountain against itself. Natanz only gets 2 MOPs. Shallower facility. Pilots delay release for proper spacing. Meanwhile, at 19:05 Eastern Standard Time, the first Tomahawk from USS Georgia slams into the Isfahan hexafluoride storage building. A toxic cloud erupts. 29 more missiles follow, each targeting a vital structure. Years of intel work, executed in 45 seconds. In just 25 minutes, the United States did what 7 administrations couldn't: crush Iran's nuclear infrastructure, without firing a single shot in defense. No warnings, no diplomacy, no trace, only silence, and a smoking mountain. This was Operation Midnight Hammer, and the world will never look at stealth the same way again.